I want to go through this gap over here in the steel. I'm like 99.9% sure there's no cables. Oh God. That's freaky.
Good morning. We are at the start of what might be one of the most epic days I've had in a long time. We're in Twin Falls, Idaho, home of the giant bridge that everyone jumps off of. If you missed the last video, that's what I was up to. But this morning is supposed to be the calmest morning for the 5 days that I'm here. So we got the scout machine. We're at a middle school. We're gonna launch and we're gonna fly to the Snake River Gorge, get all up and dirty in the bridge, which I've been kind of dreaming about for a while. You can do so many things other than just fly under the bridge, so I'm stoked to get over there. I'm hoping there's some jumpers. And then there's a gigantic waterfall upstream a little bit, and I'm kind of scared of that because it's so big that it puts off like plumes of water and mist. But at least we'll look at it. We'll see how close we want to get. I got my power floats on for safety. I've got my Icarus pants and my classic flannel jacket because it's cold out here. But yeah, we're gonna set up, we're gonna go, and then later on today, we'll jump off the bridge a few times.
Good news is 100 feet off the ground, not even. It's warmer already. It was so cold down there. I threw in my pants and my jacket. It's nice right here. Oh goddamn. There's a helicopter right there. Sky blender, a little bit higher than I am. I can see the bridge already just to my left. I'm gonna go ahead and cruise around over this field real quick and set up the fusion cam. All right, there she is. Thanks to your guys' recommendation, this time I'm trying the camera inline with my body so that it takes out the pole. It seems weird that it would be able to see me at this angle, but whatever. I'm sure it'll work. This area is kind of infamous for Evel Knievel's ramp. I don't know too much of the history, but this is where Evel Knievel tried to jump the gorge. I feel like an idiot. I don't even know if he made it. Damn. Look at that. The camera's hard to keep upright in this arrangement. Dang, dude. You can see how far the mist is traveling, and the mist gives you like a really good indication of how much the wind is swirling down there. Not to mention there's really no place to land if you had a motor out. All right, here's Evel Knievel's ramp. Looking for power lines, I don't see any. Let's pretend we're Evel Knievel. Oh, there's cows over there. I don't want to scare them too bad. So he's just gonna pin her wide open, up the ramp. Boom! Look at that. Can you imagine trying to jump something like that? I don't even understand. Some nice little rapids down there. That's a nice house. Can you imagine? They have a freaking patio on the edge of the cliff. Isn't this dope? There's a TJ Maxx, a Home Goods, Famous Footwear and a Best Buy, and then like 50 feet this way, it drops off of a cliff. Oh, it feels so weird flying next to this. Nobody's out here though. That's the plank. That's incredible. Look up at that steel. That's crazy. Feeling just a little bit of turbulence. And by a little bit, I mean like really a little bit. I want to go through this gap over here in the steel. I'm like 99.9% sure there's no cables. Oh God. That's freaky. Oh God. That's freaky. I'm gonna retract my pole just because it hinders my weight shift quite a bit, and I want to try to throw some acro if I can. Dude, there's so much altitude in here to do stuff. Freaking crazy, brother. Let's try a little cliff dive on this side. Wind feels all right still. Hey, mate. So this is the landing area right here. We'll be here later today. Stay tuned. Hopefully all the landings are soft. I see another sky blender coming in hot at 1 o'clock. I think I'm gonna make my way back over to the falls. I'd like to get a closer look at it, but I don't want to get that close. Water's scary, and I can't swim, especially with a motor on my back. If you're still watching, you should definitely drop a like and think about, sharing the video on your Facebook. I feel like this is one of those flights that no one really gets to experience. It's like a rare flight, like the St. Louis stuff. Who gets to fly in front of the arch? Not many people get to get all up in that bridge like that. Oh, it's so weird. follow a cliff edge like this. I'm gonna drop next to it a little bit, get like the most epic 360 virtual reality shots. Woo! A little lift on that side of the ridge. Made my stomach sink a little bit. So huge shout out to the Patreons. I haven't talked about it in a few videos, but this whole van life thing is supported by Patreon, and we got different tiers, different rewards that you can get. When we hit 500 people, we're gonna slap all of the Patreon names on the van, but it blows my mind how much support there is out there from you guys, and keeping the van life idea moving forward, making things a whole lot easier when it comes to doing adventures like this. Really appreciate your guys' support. And I also I do like early previews whenever I can. It's not sometimes I can't guarantee it, but more times than not I post the van life videos early, and then also every so often when there's an opportunity I'll do like an uncut video for Patreon. This might be as low as I'm gonna get with this falls. I mean, it looks beautiful from here. Oh, there's a rainbow over there. That's sick. Yeah, at least here I'm within gliding distance if my motor goes out. I guess we'll get a little lower. I've got a nice spot to ditch it over here. I'm looking where the power lines are. Trust in thy motor. This is called Shoshone Falls, I believe. Oh, little bird. I was keeping up with him, or he was keeping up with me. I think he was scared out of his mind though. Alright, I guess I'm gonna wander back to the school now. I see that helicopter again, flying right over the school. I wonder what that's about. Hay bale slalom. Oh, still tired. Fusion camera is stowed. Got my little runway here. There's someone running on the sidewalk, so I'm gonna let them pass. They're walking now, so I'm just gonna bring her in. Don't want to overshoot this one or I'll end up in a tree. Hello. Nailed it.
Freaking guy. See that freaking sky blender traffic? Turns out he's crop dusting, but that was one of the lowest passes I've seen him do right over here. Plan right now is I think I'm gonna go over to the bridge and see if anyone's there. Probably get one jump in this morning, and then I don't know, I might go get breakfast or something until more people show up, but that's the plan. We're all loaded up. I think it's time to go jump off a bridge. All right, walking out onto the bridge right now. I think what I'm gonna do for this one, just to be a little different, is I'll climb up on the rail and jump off from there. And the wind direction is opposite of what it was all day yesterday. So basically I'm not gonna have a pattern to fly. I'm just gonna sink it and come in straight. Wind's still pretty mellow down there, so should be nice and easy. I think I'll be the first one for today. 1. See ya. Woo! Oh, doing it alone, so much more scary. That is straight up insane, man. So like an hour ago, I was buzzing around here on a paramotor, flew through that little crack over there, throwing barrel rolls, and now I just freaking jumped off the bridge. That's a genuine smile right there. So, yeah, this is what we do after we land. A little insider scoop. I stow my brakes so that they're ready to go, and then we clean up the canopy. Behind my back is a little stuff bag, and we throw the canopy in there, and then hike up over there. That's the hard way out. The easy way out is you hike down, and then you need someone with a car, like maybe 3/4 of a mile that way, and they drive you up. Or some days they have a boat driver down here, they take you to the same spot. But if you're all alone, you gotta hike up, and it's a heck of a hike. I try to take it slow. My quads and everything is sore from the other day. But yeah, I'm gonna get her packed up. We'll start the hike. All right, so this is about, well, it's probably a little more than the halfway point, but yeah, this is like 500 feet of pretty vertical stuff, so it's no joke. I just caught my breath here. It's a nice little stopping place with some shade. I'm gonna make it the rest of the way up, and then we're gonna get set up for number 2, I think. There's still no one here, but I wanna get a second one in, and then we'll probably go for breakfast and pack, and then hopefully do 2 more, maybe 4 more, who knows. All right, so this is gonna be a rear floater. Gonna stand backwards, right foot down, left foot. Ready, set, go. Out, arch. Left turn. Ready, set, go. This big boy takes a little bit to start. Oh, that was the first time I really looked at the steel on the way out. I think that was a little bit downwind on the landing, but I did a spit check, saw it was slightly downwind, but it's so light right now that it doesn't really matter. Post-jump debrief, the jump part went well. I started to go a bit head down, which has happened on pretty much all of my floaters in the past, rear and side floaters. I guess I just have to not pitch my body as much as I push off. But watch the freaking steel go by, which all the other times I didn't really see it that clearly. That time I saw it super clear. Pitched, good, canopy open. This is a 260. The other one I jumped is a 240. So that means I'm a little light on this one. And it took a surprising amount of time for the canopy to start flying and to turn around. It just didn't whip around that quick. And I'm thinking part of it is because the canopy's bigger and I'm light on it. I think the other part of it is I yanked my left brake and waited about halfway through the turn to unstow my right one. So I was still, with it stowed, I was giving right input while trying to turn left. So that's something I learned on this one. Pop both toggles, rip left, and that should make it turn quicker. So you learn something. That's what the bridge is here for. Training and learning and having fun. I'm gonna pack up my stuff and we'll walk back up. I'm out of canopies. So I think I'm gonna go get breakfast after this, and then we'll pack them up in the hotel and come back later on for more. Hopefully the weather stays like this for a good while. This right here is one of my favorite parts of the climb. You scale this tree in order to get up there, but this is the last little climb. I'm gonna go get some breakfast after this. It's 10 a.m. Pretty rad. Freaking flew under the bridge, through the bridge, a bunch of barrel rolls, over the falls, jumped off the bridge twice, all before 10 a.m. That's how you live it. But I need some quality breakfast right now. Just filling out the old logbook at breakfast. Alright, we are on the way to the bridge. I did some midday packing, some midday video editing, got some work done. Decided not to try to push it to 6 today, but I'm aiming for 4, so that means 2 more jumps tonight. So, weather conditions are looking pretty good. We'll see what the situation is with any other jumpers when I get there. But yeah, 2 more is the plan for tonight. It's 7 and the sun sets right after 9, so we got plenty of time. Ready? 3, 2, 1, see ya. All right, little post-jump debrief. I decided to only do 1 more, just with a group of guys that I've kind of met along the way, and it was good. It was a nice 2-second delay, nice and positive opening, and I was kind of low for the last turn, the lowest I've hooked a 180, so I almost kind of swooped it in like I do with the paramotor, but it's a lot different on a base canopy. It was a little bit scary, but it worked out. I decided not to do another one just because I was happy with 3 jumps today. I kind of have this weird realization sometimes, deciding if you want to jump or not again, that you totally control your fate. I'm completely 50-50 on go or not go, and it's wow, whatever I choose is up to me and I control my fate. It's I don't know, weird. But my man Shane is on the way up. He's gonna chill with me tonight, and then we're gonna go fly in the morning. These videos are gonna be a little mismatched in the timeline because we're gonna fly that $3,000 paramotor over the river, but you guys will have already seen that. So yeah, we're gonna do that, and it'll be a good time. Well, I'm headed to Cafe Rio to get a chicken quesadilla. This Twin Falls place is pretty rad. If you don't know much about this area, it's pretty perfect. It's prime base jumping territory. The town here supports base jumping. It brings a lot to their community, I think. And, you just hang out at the bridge, bum life, and then there's 20 million different restaurants you can get food at. It's not a bad place. What's up, dude? How's it going?